Good evening friends, and you are watching Weekend Red 5 with me, Navdeep Kaur Marwa. Hope you people are having a good time. Today I take you through the top stories that have come up in our edition today. You know we have a very exciting edition and have done a lot of good stories to keep our readers engaged. If you haven't had a look at our edition, I take you through that now. Here's the edition today. The top 3 headlines are, we talk about the retail sector. We all know that we are living in a time where there are a lot of problems being faced, and the biggest being the pandemic. A lot of sectors have been influenced by it and have been affected adversely by it. But the retail sector has been the most affected. We all hear stories of how small businesses have been crying for help from the government, asking that they need help, otherwise they will shut down, and many have already shut down. Adding to the woes of the retail industry is the increasing crime scene and the fact that the minimum wage increase has been announced by the government. The retail sector is under the impression that if they are not helped, then they might be extinct. Please read our story to find out more that why the retail sector is in turmoil. Moving on, we have some exciting immigration related stories. My colleague Sandeep Singh has done an exclusive story about all the partners of workers who have been stuck offshore. He has spoken to the Minister of Immigration and has got exclusive information that from July, the partners of migrant workers will be able to come to New Zealand. A great news for the Indian diaspora. Also, another exciting story from the immigration sector is the fact that the phase 2 of One of Residency, which is supposed to start on March 1st, have been preponed by the Immigration Ministry. They have announced that from February 21st, those people who have already submitted their EOIs prior to 29 September will get invitation to apply for phase 2 of residency in a staged manner. They will be giving 1,500 emails to the eligible people starting from February 21st and going on till March 1st. Another exciting story in our edition today is about the digital currency, Indian digital currency, which has been announced by the Reserve Bank of India recently. I'm sure you have a lot of questions about what is it about, how do you get it, and all the questions. You get all your answers in our story today. Last but not the least, we also have a very interesting story about the GDP and the exports of New Zealand and India, and a detailed story on the trade of how the two countries are doing on the trade end. Do read it and see what you gather of the economics of both the countries and how they are fair. Last but not the least, we have another interesting story for all the pet lovers. We all know that there are many people who have pets and who love their pets, and New Zealand has the world's highest number of companion pets at home. But the problem that a lot of pet lovers and pet owners face is finding a suitable rent which is pet friendly. We all know that there are a lot of landlords who have a strict no pet policy, and that is a reason that adds to the frustration of a lot of pet owners who look for pet friendly accommodation but do not find it. And at the end, they have no other option but to leave their pets homeless to the animal shelters or other places where animals can be taken care of. But a person has started a petition in support to change the New Zealand tenancy laws to accommodate and make it more pet friendly. You read all about the petition and what different organizations, pet friendly welfare association, activists have to say on the issue in our edition today. Last but not the least, the last 10 days have seen a rather sad turn of events for the Indian diaspora in New Zealand. We have seen 2 deaths, one of Nirmaljeet Singh who got engaged in a fatal crash in Potorua and lost his life. Another one was Dr. Shri, who was a PhD holder, a double PhD and a scientist by profession who succumbed to stage 4 cancer. The Indian community is in grief and doesn't know how 2 people who were so young have lost their lives. Our thoughts are with the families of both the families. For more stories, do keep watching indianweekender.co.nz, and yes, if you haven't got your hard copy yet, do visit your nearest store and do get a copy for Indian Weekender. For all the latest stories, don't forget to log on to www.indianweekender.co.nz and do follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.